I can't take it. If you've ever watched MMA in your life, you're aware of how ridiculous of a take that is.
Mark, how did you score that round, and do you think 10-8 is justified?
I have multiple things I want to say in regards to this, and I don't want to come off like a Conor fanboy, but I feel like that's how I'm going to come off to some people. But I
Just
can't
go
help
for
it.
it.
The
Just go
world
for
right
it.
now is like fully anti-Conor, and it's OD, and it doesn't make sense. And I am here to set the world straight. Hey, 10-8. It's not the worst 10-8 I've ever heard. There's been a lot stupider turns. To me, that's not a 10-8. Short story as to why. Striking, Conor's landing a bunch of kicks. He lands a clean left that rattles Poirier. Poirier lands back, but my point is striking was at least even, if not advantage Conor. There was a bunch of calf kicks happening there. He has a tight guillotine. Now, he's Conor. We didn't think Conor was going to sub black belt Dustin Poirier. It doesn't mean he doesn't get credit for the tight guillotine that Poirier had to escape.
Yep.
Then on the ground, he had a barrage of like 5 elbows to the dome where Poirier jumped back and was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
He had an up kick that landed solid, if not a second up kick that landed solid. So, and he made Poirier work. Was Poirier landing bombs on him? 100%. Did Poirier clearly win the round? 100%. Poirier looked fantastic. I'm not trying to take anything away from him. It was a clear 10-9 round, not even a question. And until I saw Conor get up, again, nothing bounced Conor's head off the canvas per se, but I was wondering how hurt Conor might have been because it was a barrage that he was eating. So I take nothing away from Dustin. But now, if I may move to my second point on this, which is it seems as if everyone I speak to is like, well, Dustin won the first round, so foregone conclusion, Dustin was going to win the fight.
Oh, well.
Like, I can't take it. If you've ever watched MMA in your life, you're aware of how ridiculous of a take that is. Like, all we have to do is go back to Dustin Conor 2. Conor won the first round. How'd that work out for him? How about Conor Mendez, where Mendez has him on his ass, pounding away at him? How'd that work out for Mendez?
For a lot of the fight.
Yeah, a lot of
for the whole first round. I mean, if you wanted to say 10-8 round, that was probably the one to do it in, I guess.
Right. I mean, we can go super recent and go right back to Charles Oliveira, who looked like he was going to get finished by Chandler in the first round. Comes right back. Night Chandler. I mean, this is what happens. This is the sport of MMA, and it's especially what happens when you have power like Conor McGregor has. So for people to act like this fight was somehow settled just because Poirier won a round, like he could have lost all 4 remaining rounds of the fight. He could have been knocked out in the first 30 seconds of round 2. Like, let's not pretend that Conor didn't jump right up looking fresh. He did not. So circling back to what I was about to say earlier, he did not look hurt. He did not look gassed. He didn't look anything. The man hopped right. It took him forever to get back to his feet. He was eating shots, but he got back to his feet, hopped right up, went right after Poirier. There was no deep breaths. There was no signs of being hurt in any way. I mean, it was a fight. We were going to sit down on the stools and we were going to go to round 2, and who knows what happens in round 2. So I can't take this theory that somehow Conor got exposed in this fight. I can't. And believe me, if Conor did look bad, say he gets finished in round 2, say he gets drubbed the whole fight, I'd be sitting here saying, you know what? We have to discuss if Conor is done fighting at the elite level. I'd be the first one to discuss it, but it's not the story that we watched unfold on Saturday night. We watched a man lose a round that was a competitive round, and then his leg snapped. So, again, nothing was resolved in that fight.